What's up, you guys? Today we are going to make lemon zucchini muffins. That's right, lemon zucchini muffins. We're going to go ahead and start off with 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt. We're going to go ahead and give that a good whisk. Make sure all of those 3 dry ingredients are well incorporated together. So go ahead and whisk. I was making sure at the time that I didn't forget any dry ingredients, and I did not, so I went ahead and still whisked it all together because you want to make sure all of those 3 are well incorporated. Now we're going to take a separate bowl for our wet ingredients. We're going to start with 1 cup of sugar and another cup of sugar. So a total of 2 cups of sugar. That is zest from 2 whole lemons, and that's as much zest as we got out of both of them, like they were white to the white meat, and even saw the actual lemons. So we went ahead and incorporated the zest in the sugar so it can look like it's looking here. You just want to make sure you get all the zest and all the sugar incorporated together, as I'm doing right here. And make sure your hands are clean as mine were. Just excuse me as I go get a paper towel and get the sugar off my hands. Alright, so we are back with 3 large eggs. Went ahead and added those into our mixture. Stir, and then that is 1 cup of olive oil, not virgin, just olive oil. That is 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon juice. I squeezed that from one of the lemons that we zested, so that is fresh lemon juice. We want to make sure we get that mixture all incorporated. Sugar, the zest, the lemon juice, and the oil. Get all of that going. And at this point, you also want to add 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. At that time, I forgot, but it will get put in there. It's just in this moment, I forgot to add it. But you will see me add it later when I put in the dry ingredients. But at this time, during this phase, the wet phase, you want to put in 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get our dry ingredients and go ahead and pour in the wet mixture. Probably should have did it the other way around, but this orange bowl is a little bigger, so I just put the wet ingredients on top of the dry ingredients. And then at this time, as you see, I am putting in the 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And I'm going to go ahead and give that a stir. And as you see, stirring it, how the batter becomes a batter and it becomes a little thick. And at first I thought I was doing this incorrectly because, guys, this was my first time literally making this. Like, I've never made these before ever in life. So I thought I was doing it incorrectly. So I have to refer back to the directions to make sure I was doing it right. So if you see me pausing a little bit, I'm just reading the directions because I'm like, oh my God, this is not working. But turns out it was. Trust the process, guys. Same thing I should have did. Trust the process. It was all good. So after I saw the directions that said it was supposed to get a little thick, I continued to go ahead and give it a stir. And then we're going to go ahead and add in 2 cups of zucchini. I went ahead and just shredded them with the cheese grater, and they ended up being like 2 medium, that's like small and medium zucchinis. 2 medium zucchinis that made that 2 cups. And I did notice once I added the zucchini and let it sit for a minute, the moisture from the zucchini did give it a little bit more give, so I was able to stir a little better as the zucchini sat. The longer the zucchini sat, the more moisture got into the bowl. So you will see that. And again, I didn't trust the process, so I did go back and refer to the directions again. And guys, it was all good. Trust the process. It was all good. So I came back again and I just started stirring, and when I started stirring, I felt a little give. I was like, okay, it is going to loosen up. So the longer I just, like I said, let it sit, the more loose that it became. And you will see that in a few seconds there. See? I just should have trusted the process, and I didn't add anything else. That was strictly the zucchini, the mixture in there, and it ended up being like that. Now I was gonna make loaves, but I didn't have the pans for those, so I said I'm already out here, so let's just make them muffin style. So we went ahead and just greased the muffins, and that is butter, unsalted butter in there, and we're gonna go ahead and grease these, not grease the pans, but put the mixture in the muffin tins. And it ended up making 18 muffins, I believe. And it could be because of the amount I was putting in there, I don't know, but it ended up making 18, and you will see that when I finish filling all the trays up. But it ended up making 18. And I set my oven on 350 degrees. And I ended up cooking these for 30 minutes. Next time I do it, I may just do 25 minutes, because when I looked after 20 minutes, they were still kind of like light, like a little light skin. And so I said, let me just give it another 10 minutes, and then they came out perfect for me. But again, I probably would have did 25 minutes instead of 30, either or, however your ovens work. But I did, the directions call for 325. That could be why too, but I did it on 350, and I cooked these things for 30 minutes exactly. So I'm going to go ahead and finish filling up these cups. And if anyone wants to get the recipe outside of this. I got this recipe from Two Peas in Their Pod. I don't know, it just came through my email and I saw it and I was like, well, I actually Googled it. I take that back. I Googled zucchini bread because I just want to make regular zucchini bread, and I said, you know what, let me try lemon because I saw lemon before, and this one looked the easiest to me, or the most sensible. So again, the website is Two Peas in Their Pods. So we went ahead and got this last cup filled. And as you see, it made 18. And we're going to go ahead and pop these in the oven. And there they are. 30 minutes exactly. That's how they came out. And I went ahead and made a glaze for them. The glaze was 2 cups of powdered sugar. Well, I actually did 3 cups of powdered sugar, and it said 3 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. I just, again, squeezed the lemon juice into the glaze until it got to the consistency that I liked, and this was the consistency that I ended up liking. So it said 2 cups of powdered sugar